smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. And we're gonna get real. Come on, baby. Let's take a ride. I don't know where we're gonna go. But first, let's dance. I don't know where we're gonna go.
Check. Check. We got hot mics. So we got a hot mic. So yeah, I know we hear you. I'm going through some issues here, guys. So I've been talking to you for like 20 minutes, Eric. So yeah, I'm like, can you? And I texted you and everything. So
Yeah, no, I texted you back. And it's like,
oh. Yeah, I know we're hot, Mike. We won't say anything horrible yet. We're testing some new things here, so. Hi. It's so weird that. Right. That's why I wanted to get on early and see why. Why am I playing the same music?
I'm feeling strong, my little lady. I'm gonna keep her moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn.
Like that. No. Buttons. Giottos are so good.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be right. Oh, maybe these chocolates are chocolates. We're here about astrophotography. What are we doing? Wrong video. Whoops. Check.
What have I done?
Did you guys hear me on YouTube?
Early at night, got in the fight, the candlelight, looking through the screen.
Damn it. Okay.
All
right, we're just gonna start. I'm gonna fix it later, but I got an echo on your side. I'm gonna figure this out. All right, here we go. 10 seconds. Check one. Yeah, I'm still getting everything. All right, I guess we're on. I think I hear somebody on.
We're on?
Yeah, we're on. I'm still hearing through your mic, I think. Let me see.
Is it still kind of crazy like it's been in the past?
Let me see. Hold on. Check 1, 2. Check. Yeah, it's coming through your side again. I don't know what you got going on over there.
I don't know. I honestly don't, but it's not a problem. I'll switch over to my headset.
Yeah, it's something weird. Something weird. Good evening, everybody. Sorry, I took a week off and left the masses. How's it going, everybody? Eric's volume is low. Eric's volume will be fine once he gets his headset on. But if it's not, I could definitely turn him up. We'll figure that out in a second. We did some. Thank you. You know what? It's funny because I think, guys, let me know if that Eric's volume is good, please. So
yeah,
you might be low. Just Eric, just do your regular talking spiel kind of thing.
My regular talking spiel. Like a mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. No, that's not my regular mic spiel. But hey, I don't like wearing these headsets because they make my head look all goofy, and it looks all tilted and stuff. I don't get it.
That's because Eric, you got this like cone head going.
You know what? Man, I'll just walk right into that one.
I'm gonna raise you a little bit on over here. So let's we'll just raise you a little bit. No, you know what? I hate the headsets too. You know, because my head is very round. I have a very round face, and so it's kind of like the headsets go out like I look like Baby New Year with the ears. But you know, but and on a serious note, I was just honestly, I was just so mentally shot last week that I literally was like drinking more than normal, I guess. But it was just a bad situation. It just with two jobs and then this and then that and then other stuff going on. It was just I listen, I'm not a raging alcoholic. I just like was in a bad place mentally. And I just really I needed
every once in a while, man. You need a break.
Yeah, I needed I needed a break right into almost anything, and that's what I did. But it turns out I did a lot of stuff. So one of the things you could do now on AstroWorld TV, and I hope this doesn't get screwed up because I'm gonna try this right now. Ready? Check this out. So, and we'll go to. Why isn't it going live? Let's see. We'll do it this way. And Skype, where is it? Where's the up? Two up here. Let's try that. So there we go. So
oh wow.
So
ooh. Like breaking news.
So now what you could do now, and I'm gonna put it across the bottom here. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find the ticker for it. So and let's see where's the ticker, because I've been doing a lot of things here. So here we go.
Wow.
So now you could Skype in your questions.
Nice.
And you will be shown, and you see the little box underneath the AstroWorld TV. If you so
like right here at the desk or whatever it is.
Yeah, if you so desire, you could turn on your camera on Spike, and you could be on the show and ask your questions. And
that's pretty cool.
All you have to do is Skype me at HRADO13 @gmail.com. Just please let us know in the chat prior to you calling. We don't want two people calling at once because they'll kick people off. And who knows what kind of damage it'll do to the setup. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But I also have a setup. So if we have a third co-host, it'll be kind of like that. And then the guest will be in the bottom. And then we'll have the third co-host over there too, and whatever. So kind of cool little thing. We'll see if it works. I mean, if anyone wants to test it out, feel free to let me know, and we'll see if that works. So whoever wants to be the first victim, let me know. But please let me know in the chat. And again, it's HRADO13 @gmail.com, and you could Skype in your questions if you so desire. So that's one of the things that I was working on while I was having my mental breakdown. So pretty cool. I think it's cool.
Yeah,
so,
that's pretty slick.
So we'll see what happens. So if I get a call on the thing, it'll show up on my screen, and then I can say, "Hey, we got a call," and then we'll switch over. Does anyone use Skype anymore? I don't know. It's the only thing I can find that worked with this. If anybody else has any other suggestions, maybe some sort of other call-in type thing, I'm sure I could put it in there. But if anybody else has any suggestions that to use another program that is out there, maybe like a WhatsApp or something, I don't know if that's even possible. But that's something I'd have to look into. But I know a lot of people that has this director program use Skype in this way just for this. So I don't know. If anybody has any suggestions, let me know. I could look into it. We could look into upgrading that. This is only the first step. This is the first step into a larger venue kind of thing. So see what happens.
Yeah, that's all we can do. Just see what happens, man. Absolutely.
And one other thing that I did, and you'll love this, Eric, because you'll love this, right? So now, and I'm going to see if I don't screw this up. Okay. Here we go. And we'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of this. And we'll turn this on. And because I got 2 mice now. So let's see the show. I got to do one other thing real quick here. And show. Do I not have VMix on? Awesome.
Let's see here. What's okay?
Give me 1 second here.
I'm just checking to see what we get as far as comments.
Yep.
Stuff like that.
I guess.
Ross is asking, Dan, did you say that you were guesting on an upcoming Skywatcher podcast?
Yes. Yes, I am. On the next one at the end of this month, I'll be on the What's Up webcast, I guess, or Skywatcher.
Okay.
I'll be on that, so that would be kind of cool. And I'm just want to see if this works here. I think I got this working now. Remix output 2. And oh, I might have to do it this way. There we go.
Looking here in the chat. Yeah. With Zoom, Jackie's asking, would Zoom work?
I don't know. Yeah, I would assume it would work.
Okay.
I assume it will work. I just have to point it. So maybe that's something I'll look into for the next time. But tonight you could Skype in. Zoom might work. I mean, can you do a Zoom call instead of a Zoom meeting?
I think you can. I think you can just
like
call in.
Skype. Yeah, if you could do a Zoom call in. Yeah, I think you can. I think you can.
I think you can.
Yeah. So that's something to look into. I didn't even think about that, to be honest with you. I just used it for meetings, but we'll give that a shot. But here we go. I got this working here. So check this out. Ready, Eric? There we go.
Yep.
All right. So you can see my mouse, right?
Yep, I see.
Right?
Yep, I see that.
Okay, we're gonna open up. Let's say open up a recent image file here. I got one all set and ready to go here. And I think, yeah, there we go. We'll just get rid of this guy. We don't need this. This is just something that I took a picture of, and again, we'll do a unstretched. There you go, like that.
Okay.
Right? It's not totally calibrated, whatever. It's fine. It doesn't matter. So we're gonna take out the stars, and we'll give it a second. And watch it don't work on live. There we go. And the first one sometimes takes a little bit longer, but it's going to be fine in a second. And what the hell just happened? There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Done. Okay, so what I'm showing everybody, it doesn't take forever for me to do processing anymore live on the show, and it doesn't screw up the show.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, so this is actually done on my own computer. I got a second computer for the show.
Yeah, new rig. Yeah.
You know, and again, usually the first one takes a little bit longer than everything else, but now it's kind of like, you know, dark summer, and hopefully it'll work a little bit better. But I mean, you know, it used to take it took 2 minutes with the old computer, and now it takes a matter of seconds. So this is how it normally runs for me when I'm not running the show. So now I have 2 different computers, one crazy one behind and one down here. They're both crazy computers, but now I'm able to kind of do things that I wanted to do and not be embarrassed of all the garbage that. So these are some of the upgrades that some of the Patreon has, you know, paid for. so these are the types of things that's going to help the show get a little bit better. So as far as the production, it may not be better for what we're saying, but it'll be better for the production value. You know, at the very least. So thank you everybody for that. I just wanted to let everybody know what some of the upgrades were. Some of the stuff that I've been working on. It's not that I was sitting home doing nothing, but it was just one of the things that I thought would be kind of cool to kind of do.
No, it's totally. So no, that's cool, man.
So actually, it's not a faster computer. I'm sorry. I got 2 mice going on now too, so it's kind of gonna be a little fun. So it's not a faster computer per se. I bought a pre-made from Newegg just to run the show. Only to run the show. So I didn't change my main processing computer because that thing is got the 4080 and 128 gig of RAM and all that kind of stuff in it. It's got the processor's a little old. It's a Ryzen 9 3950. So they're up to like what are they up to, 7950 or 8950 now? So
yeah, they're about 79.
Yeah, they're up there now. So I mean, this is also me and Jason put this together in the middle of the heights of COVID, so 2020. So
Very cool.
So we put this together, through he helped me a lot. So I said, you know what, let me just buy another computer, and for $1,600, I got a Ryzen 7 water cooled. I think it's 64 gig of RAM, and it's just to run the show. So, oh, great. Thanks. Yeah. So when I'm on the show with Skywatcher, please don't give me hell because I don't even know what they're asking me. I have no idea what to expect. It should be fun. I know Kevin Lagore very well. He's a lot of fun to kind of hang out with. So we'll see. I was asked when I was up in Canada in Starfest. So what's going on? What have I missed all week, Eric? I kind of jumped in a little bit in the chat, but I really wasn't able to listen to what you guys were saying.
We had some good conversations. I did Andromeda last week.
Okay.
So I did Andromeda on Friday, so that was pretty cool. And we were talking. I did get. Talking a little bit, I did get some new gear thanks to Dan here. So if you don't know, I've got the Player One on here. I haven't tried it yet, but
can you show that again, please? Because I want to point something out. I don't know if you pointed this out before. Did you show this already?
No, I don't believe I have.
So there's been a lot of comments online about getting the Player One cameras to interface with the ZWO filter wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So is this? Did you just screw it in, or did you use a nose piece, or what did you do? Because there's been a lot of people that saying that it can't happen, and it can happen. I know it could happen, but
no. I mean, it's just the standard M42 adapter that comes with the electronic filter wheel. The 7. This is the 8 slot.
And you screw it right on.
You just screw it right on, and then you screw on the camera. I mean, it's all M42 on both ends. And I mean, and this comes, and the adapter comes with the filter wheel. So you just screw it on, and then once this gets on, then you screw on.
I think what they were talking
about. You take off, because you take off the You take off the front IP, nose
M42
piece.
nose
They
piece,
come
yeah.
flipped, the M42 nose piece. So you just see, so you just have the sensor and everything, and then just marry them together, and
there you go.
there you go. That's it.
I think one of the things people were having problems with, and I might have been reading into it incorrectly, was the bolting them together.
Doing what together?
Bolting them, with screws.
Oh God, no, yeah, no. Now on the larger ones, on the larger player ones, I think isn't there some sort of an adapter?
There is an
that you can
adapter for
purchase
other filter wheels, yeah.
for other types of filter wheels, which will be like the ZWO.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
They do sell a plate that I think I have. It's behind the green screen. I don't want to even get it, but they sell a plate that mates their carbon fiber and their other cooled cameras to other filter wheels like the ZWO or the QHY or whatever. So so it is capable to do that. They've done their research and kind of making these things
I thought
work.
This was kind of cute. I thought this was kind of cute.
With they sell
with a little,
I got mine floating around somewhere. Yeah, here it is.
They come with it came with the camera. It was included in the camera.
It's
the little air blower.
Little blower, if you want.
Yeah. So it gets rid of dust and stuff. I thought that was a cute little add-on.
What you could do with this really is you could start with it squeezed and you can pull the earwax out of things.
Yep, that's exactly. Or you get some nice warm water,
there you go.
Just shove it in there.
There you go. Don't do that, please.
Yeah,
but
please don't. Please don't. We're just joking around.
Yeah. I bought the Uranus C.
Yep. Okay.
And I got all these extra parts, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna put them on the website, like the case. The blower, extra adapters, which I don't need, all this other stuff. So I think I'm just going to throw them up there on the website, as used parts. And if anybody wants it.
There you go.
What else? Something else. Oh, Tube Tech. I'm finally getting Tube Tech in stock.
Oh, cool.
Finally getting Tube Tech. And you know what was cool? And he just said it to me, Buckeye Stargazer.
Okay.
Came out with a bunch of new parts. And for those of you who don't know who Buckeye Stargazer is, his name is Joel. Great guy.
Is he, with Buckeye? He's probably in Ohio, right?
He's in Ohio. He's in the U.S. and hence the name. He makes 3D printed accessories. He's got stuff for the Sea Star. He's got dust caps. He's got stuff for everything. We're now a dealer with Buckeye Stargazer, and he just came out with parts to hold the Wanderer boxes, the power boxes. So, what a lot of people don't know is when you buy this kind of stuff, you need a couple of things. You can't just buy the bracket and it's going to work. Okay. You need the bracket that attaches to the thing, and then something else that attaches to it. So, like a V saddle, or a Los Mandi saddle, or a 20 millimeter Cinta saddle that plugs into. He hasn't made, so it's all modular, but you got to buy two pieces for it to work. So you got to buy the actual bracket and what it's going to sit on. So just keep on thinking about that, but it's cool stuff.
Nice.
So it looks like I'm going to be talking about starting an Astro Biz during COVID, according to Matt Draxler, who found out about the topic of my conversation with Skywatcher before I did. So apparently that's on a schedule. So pretty cool. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. It's like 45 minutes or an hour. So come join us, hang out with us. I think it's on the last Friday, I think it is, of the month, if I remember right. Let me see.
Okay.
What's it? The What's Up webcast, right? Yeah, Skywatcher USA. Is there a schedule? I don't see any schedule. I don't know.
But no, it's pretty exciting though, man.
Yeah, so Jeff asked me. I'm good friends with Jeff over at Skywatcher, him and I, and Kevin and Jared. They're all great guys, and we got to hanging out for quite some time over Starfest and NEAF and NEAC and all that. So they're good guys. They're good guys. So
good, cool. No, but I'm gonna have to switch over to my Nina computer in a second just to get things going, because now with fall here, of course, we're getting back to the later nights and the sun is setting sooner, so that's awesome. So more imaging time and stuff like that, so I've got to go ahead and get that going. But I did want to share something here really quick. Let me just grab it.
I don't know what this is. Not a clue. I don't know what this is. What is he doing? What did you do, Eric?
Okay. All right. So,
what did you do, Karen?
So, one thing that I wanted to I bought a little piece of equipment that I'm going to share here really quick. And I love how there's so many more people now, especially in the that are into astrophotography or in the astrophotography community, that are utilizing their 3D printers, and starting their own little side business, their own little side hustle to make really cool things with their 3D printers. Right. So let me share my screen here real quick. And let me go here. Okay, I don't know if you can see this very well.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me make you a little bigger here. Where are you? There you are. What do we got?
Okay, so for Schmidt Cassegrain owners, the one really cool thing that's come out several years ago was a way to improve our collimation, our collimation task. So of course we all talk about the Tribatanoff mask, and I even have a video on my YouTube channel talking about how to use a Tribatanoff mask. And so I'm actually going to look into getting this, and this is one that they designed with the cutout here for the Celestron dew heater, because you cannot, and I've tried, it's a pain, you can't even do it. It's without really damaging your focusing mask to get around this or try to, collimate and get this guy and get into focus. It's just a pain in the butt.
Okay.
Right. So kudos to this person. I'm going to be reaching out to them to, have thought about these little things, these tiny little things, and it says, hey, this could be something cool that I can do on my 3D printer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And are sending these, and making these things or manufacturing these things. And one thing that I purchased, and I'll go ahead and stop sharing here and switch this back over. Okay, is another piece that will come with that you can use, and it's this guy, this little guy here, which is what they call an isolation mask for the Tribat.
Okay.
So you would put your Tribatanoff mask on, onto your Schmidt, and then this would go over it. And then what it does is I've talked about this on my video. You would use, in my video, I said use a piece of cardboard or cardstock, and what you'd want to do to help improve working with these diffraction spikes is to isolate them. And so you would use a piece of cardboard and cover up the two of the screws that you aren't working with at the time. So you can know which set of diffraction spikes are associated with which screw and which screw you're going to be working with at that moment to tighten or loosen to get the diffraction spikes back in line. And then so you would do that here, right?
Okay.
And it will block out, it would eliminate the diffraction spikes of everything but that certain area of your corrector plate that you're working with. And then you would just simply, it has a little side here so you can see it,
Got it.
See that?
Yeah.
So then that way it's easier for you to turn it and maneuver it, to go from one collimation screw to the next, and so on and so on. So I thought this was pretty cool, and it wasn't that, and they're not that expensive. Sometimes you can get them. I got this one, I think, for like, I don't know, $15, the little guy. But, and it's people, just out there answering the call, who are in the astrophotography community and answering the call for things that, people may end up needing who you haven't really thought about it, or, those things that make you go, this would be kind of cool. I got a 3D printer. I can do this and do that. And then I can make a little side hustle using my 3D printer, making these astrophotography parts. So it's pretty cool. And people have been doing this for a while, but this one here I thought was pretty cool, since I use a Schmidt-Cassegrain and I do use a Tri-Badenoff mask, that they now are thinking about these isolation masks to go on top of them to help you with knowing which set of spikes works with is associated with which collimation screw.
Gotcha.
So when you're doing your work,
that's cool.
Which is pretty slick.
That is cool.
Yeah, so it's pretty slick.
Cool. Somebody had a question. Will that work with a RASA?
Yeah, it should. I believe it might. I mean, it would just depend on, you may have to take off the camera first and get this over the RASA's of correct objective and over the corrector plate, and then maybe mount it back on. So it probably does. I honestly
wouldn't
don't
see
know.
why not.
I mean, I have a RASA, but I haven't even taken my RASA out in quite some time. Where's Dave? Dave's got some stuff going on. He's doing some things, meeting with some stuff for his kitchen or whatever. I'm not sure.
No, yes, I think it's work. I think it's work related. Yeah.
Okay, but he's got some stuff he's got to work on, so he's not going to be on tonight. That's all.
Yeah, Dave's chilling. Dave's fine. Yeah. Dave's taking a mental week like me.
Yeah. So yeah, Wilfredo, I don't know, especially when you have something like the protruding area out here. Maybe if you didn't have this, that would prohibit you mounting the camera on it, depending on the camera you have. This was probably the only thing, this is this extra piece here that would prohibit it. But besides that, I mean, if you can eliminate this piece, it might work. And then all you have to do is just slide it around.
Slide it in.
Yeah, just slide it all around the corrector plate.
Nice and nice. Hey.
Yeah.
Tom Peter popped on, Nikon Jax. I see Wilfredo in there. Matt.
Yep.
A lot of people on. So thanks all for coming on and hanging out with Eric and Dave over the last week. And Eric, thank you and Dave for bailing, doing the show while I've been out of commission. So appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. So yeah, we have here, it's been on and off for my skies here. It's been fairly decent, and I was able to get some imaging done a few nights ago, back to back. I want to say it was maybe that Saturday, Sunday, or Sunday, Monday. I was able to get some imaging done, and tonight's going to be another clear night. So I'm going to continue my work on my next dark nebula, and which is, they call it the Rotten Fish, LD.
Yep.
I think it's LD 1251.
Yep.
ODN 1251.
1251. Yep.
Yep. So I'm going to be working on that. I've taken 2 nights of luminance. I may do another night of luminance, and then I've got to take a look at see here. We look at astropheric, see what the next possibility would be after this. Friday night. So it looks like it's gonna be clear Friday night. So then on Friday night, then I will work on my RGB and get a couple hours each of RGB.
That's cool.
Maybe a little bit more. It just depends. And get that done.
I have got completely nothing done all week. I've got nothing done all month, to be honest with you. I finally, I think we're at the point where Sean is ready to send me down his Poseidon M and his filter wheel and the filters to get the rig to get ready to send down to Starfront.
Okay.
So I think we're at that point now. So, I mean, I think that's kind of cool. The Eagle is all set. Everything is all set. It's just a matter of plopping down the first set of cash to reserve a spot. And it'll be off. I got the boxes here ready to go. So.
Okay. Now, also, so what I've been up to for the past couple nights and over the past weekend. So, screen, share this again. This is what I've been working on for the past couple of nights. Get this out of the way. So, this is the Starless image. I don't know. Are you showing this right now?
Yeah, I'm getting there. Just give me 1 second.
That's fine.
Go ahead. Yep.
So yeah.
Getting there, man. Getting there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to come back to this and get some more data because
you need about 1,000 more hours of O3.
Yeah, it's it's something because if I take a look at my log, I put in quite a bit. Let's see, 129 Pixels logs. And so to give you an idea on this guy, I'll maximize this here for a sec. This is of the 03, 276.
5 minutes.
Frames of 5 minutes.
So you got like 1,300 minutes or something like that. So 300 would be 1,500 minutes.
Yeah. So so it's like, yeesh, how much more do I need?
Well,
right? And because
let's see,
I'm terrible with math.
I got a calculator out here now. So what, 276 you said?
Yeah. So 276 times 300.
Which is 7,800 seconds divided by 60. No, that can't be right. 300 seconds times by 276. Yeah,
82,800.
Divided by 60 is minutes. Divided by 60
hours.
Is 23 hours. Yeah,
it's 23 hours.
Double that.
Yeah.
Double that.
So, yeah. So, and this is what I've got so far.
I mean, it looks good.
See how faint that is.
Is the HA a little overread, or is that just me? Or is that the YouTube?
No. I think it's a bit overdone.
Yeah, it's like cooked. Yeah, it's overcooked. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna wind this back, and because on the HA, I didn't do as close to that.
No, I doubt. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Probably half that.
You know, as far as the HA, 93 frames. So yeah.
Divided by 60. Divided by 60.
29,000.
A little less than 8 hours.
Yeah. So 7 hours 45 minutes.
Yep.
So, which is probably way more than necessary on this, because there's just so much HA in this. So, and if I go back to the original, let me go. There's the original HA, and if I can, so here was the original color combination. So if you can see from here to here, yeah, I overdid it. So I'm going to have to tone this down. I probably want to get it back a little bit more to this, maybe a hair more.
No, yeah, a little more, because you don't want to lose all that detail, because you want to bring up.
Exactly, because there's a lot of detail. You see, there's a lot of detail here. I mean, you can even look here, look all around here.
Yeah, you might want to just bring up the, what is it, the luminance, and bring back the red a little. You know, grab your luminance. You know, make it.
This is HA, and this is because this is HA, this is HOO.
So you know what you do? You make the HA a synthetic luminance, maybe.
Yep.
And then dump that in the L channel.
Yep.
And see if that brings up the detail without blowing out the red.
Right. Exactly. That's a great point. So yeah, because this here is, I can even say that this is a bit too much.
It just looks a little bit too light. Yeah, like you said, a little oversaturated. Yes.
So I can recognize that this is oversaturated. So this will not be my final. That's why I've got so many different versions here that I've been working on and trying to figure different things out, just so I can get it to where I think it should be. So yeah. But it's coming along. Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to kill that.
That's okay.
But it's coming along. And don't forget, now I know that we have, see here, the Image of the Week contest. Just want to share that here really quick. Apologies for the delay on the poll, but it is up and running. It is up and running. So you can go to astroworldweb.com/IOTW. So if we take a look here, I'll hide that for a second. We have Tom Peters' Ghost of Cassiopeia from last week, and the Bubble Nebula by Daniel LeBrake.
Nice.
For the novice. So here was our experienced and our novice winners for last week. So they'll go on, and they're the final entries for the September Image of the Month contest. So
that's right. Yeah, it's October already. That's right.
It is October, man. So it's crazy. And here we are with the experience bracket. We have, by Mike Gibbs, Sharpless 115.
Some nice color there. Nice transitions.
Mm-hmm. We have the Rosette Nebula by Norm.
Nice.
Norm Hughes.
I see the skull.
Yep. You can't unsee it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
It's looking at like 7 o'clock now. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we have from Nikon Jax, from Jackie.
All right.
We have the North America and the Pelican Nebula.
I always love when that's done together in one shot like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's using her Nikon lens, I'm assuming, a 300 millimeter.
Nice.
Tell me if I'm wrong, Jack, if you were using an actual telescope or a actual camera lens.
Oh yeah, she doesn't say. She just says 300 millimeter.
Yeah. And for our novice
that's the Gear 60.
Oh, Gear 60. Okay. So I'll have to update that. For our novice bracket, one thing I'll ask of everybody is when you send in your information, please give me your full first and last name. I am this one. All I was able to find was the person who submitted it, their email address.
That is Bill Caspi. It says WB Caspi.
Bill Caspi?
That's Bill Caspi. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, because it wasn't written out or anything like that. So please do me a favor and, even in like in a text, document. I know a lot of people use text documents. There was no text document really with this. It was just information in the description in the Google Drive. So that's how I was able to just grab this. But
10,300. Or is it? What does it say?
10 300-second subs.
Oh, 10. Oh, 10. 3. Oh, I thought it said 10,300 seconds.
No,
Okay.
10 300-second subs.
Right.
Each of each RG and B in Portal 2.
So that's only 50 minutes each.
There you go.
Wow, nice job, Bill.
Yeah. So, and then we have the Wizard Nebula. Now, this one by Brian Vinci.
Brian Vinci,
I'm
sure.
sorry if
yeah, Vinci, yeah.
Vinci, yep. So, and this is of the Wizard.
Nice.
So, yeah. So, and this is in our novice bracket. So, we are, so the poll is open. Little later than ever, but it's open. So, everybody can go ahead and start voting.
Nice. I'm going to go vote now.
Don't forget. Yeah.
I'm going to go vote right now because I'm going to forget if I don't do it on a show night.
Yeah.
Let's, yeah. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
So what else has been going on? What have I missed? I got to miss something. I haven't been on in 2 shows besides Andromeda.
Yeah. No. That was fun. The my whole Clash of the Titans bit and all that stuff. That was pretty fun. And we talked. We kept it pretty light, to be honest with you. It wasn't, not too heavy for a lot of stuff. But I'm glad to see Ben is going to be joining us.
Yeah, I haven't said it yet. So.
Because you got that in the ticker here, as well as Simon Tang. Wow.
Yep. Yeah, I spoke to Simon on the phone. He's been slowly becoming a good friend of mine on the phone since he's still working with Woodland Hills. So he has been pretty cool, and he's going to be coming, hanging out with us. He's going to be doing a Friday night, not a normal Wednesday night. Friday night seemed to work better for him. So, and Ben is going to be coming on too. I've spoken to Ben the past 2 nights in a row. And he's doing well.
Yes.
I know that's on
a couple updates.
A lot of people's minds and hearts and thoughts, him and his family. He's doing well. He sounds good. He obviously, he looks pretty good. Considering what he's been going through. And I'm glad that he's okay. And it's been great getting to talk to him over the past couple of nights, even though it's only on his ride home from work before he gets home and deals with his huge family that he has. I'm glad he's doing well. And it's really good to talk to him because we haven't gotten to talk. The only time we actually talked was at NEAF 2 years in a row and Cherry Springs. Yeah. But I've been trying to get in contact with them somehow because it's really kind of, unless you throw something in, and I didn't want to put my email in any like YouTube channels or anything, my own personal email, but I kept on kind of trying to get in contact with them, and I couldn't find a way to kind of contact him until he was on our show. I guess it was 2 weeks ago, and I was like, Ben, here's my email me. And so then I got his email and we started to talk. So we're building a really cool relationship. So it's pretty cool.
That's great. Yeah, that's great. I'm glad to hear that he is doing well and that he is able to join us. So my thoughts and prayers are with him as all him and his family. Yep. And also my thoughts and prayers are with everybody who is affected by the Hurricane Helene.
Yep.
I know that did quite a bit of damage, and we lost quite a few people.
Yeah,
I think like 110.
I heard, 110, 112.
Yes, yeah, something like that. You know, so prayers go out to the families affected. Just not only from loss of life and losing a loved one, but just their
160 now. Tom said
Oh, 160. My God.
Wow.
So that's and yeah, just my continued prayers.
Yeah.
And the my friend of ours was actually down in Georgia with their camper to see family, and they were caught in the hurricane.
Oh no.
But they were able to find shelter in my friend's daughter's home, inside their home, and so they're fine. But their camper, of course, got destroyed, trees, stuff like that. And I was just telling them, I was like, look, this is why we have insurance, right? This can, a camper can be replaced. You guys are my friends. You guys cannot be. All right. Yep. So that's what matters, to me personally. It's not the material things. It's, my friends, You know what the sad thing is? That's all I'm saying.
You know what the sad thing is? There's so much video of you and I at this point. We could be replaced by AI in like a minute. We could be we could be recreated, and the show will go on.
I'm gonna contact Disney and sell my likeness and voice.
I'm gonna be like, ChatGPT, search for AstroWorld TV episodes and find and make up your own episode using the video available. See what happens. Yeah, deep fake Dan. That'd be great.
Oh man, because one of my
but you're right.
Actors, one of my favorite actors, like God bless him, rest in peace, James Earl Jones.
Yeah, a lot of people died.
Vader, I know.
Vader died.
Chris
Christopherson died. Pete Rose died.
Pete Rose. Yep. James Avery, if you know,
James Amos.
James Amos. From Good Times. He, the dad. James,
no.
But also Coming to America.
Yeah. McDowell. We got the Golden Arch. And a lesser known Mark Singer movie called The Beastmaster.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember The Beastmaster.
I remember The Beastmaster. Yes.
Beastmaster. Mark Singer, the guy from V. He always danced when he walked. He's always like he's always
yeah.
But he was
man. That's an absolute classic. Classic. And Pete Rose passing away, and Dikembe Mutombo passed away.
That's right. 58?
58.
Oh my God.
He died from brain.
I heard. Cancer. Unbelievable.
So yeah. I mean, there's a lot of influential people that have impacted some of us one way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And when it was really cool to hear that James Earl Jones decided to.
I heard about this. Yeah,
share his voice. Share his voice and have it digitized and have it be able to be used through artificial intelligence for any upcoming Star Wars episodes as Darth Vader. So he'll forever be the voice of Darth Vader.
Yep.
So I think that was really classy of him. Especially, with all the stuff with people being concerned about AI and stuff. This is, I think, one of the cool ways to utilize it.
Yeah, because there's nothing more iconic. There's not many things more iconic than Darth Vader's voice. And Bueller?
Just a sec.
Sure. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. So while Eric's taking care of something, I mean, it's probably going to be interesting because we were just talking about a whole bunch of movies. And my buddy Steve Malia over at Starfield Optics. By the way, congratulations to Steve and Starfield Optics on becoming an astronomy magazine product of the month or of the year. I'm trying to remember which one it was. He just got the product of the. I think it was a month for November. Sorry, wrong one. For the Gear 115. So the Gear 115, super nice guy. If you don't know his stuff, go take a look. I know Jackie's got the Gear 60. The Gear 115 has been accepted as product of the month for Astronomy Magazine in October 2024. So pretty cool stuff. Eric, everything okay?
Yep. Nope. All good.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, good.
So, but yeah. Anyway, just Robin had to call me for something. So
no, that's cool.
But,
yeah.
But yeah, no, everything's fine. Everything's fine. But the Gear 60 is a nice scope. Okay,
Yep.
I personally haven't seen it myself yet. So I'll have to check it out.
I should have brought it. I have one upstairs.
Okay.
But it's the 60 millimeter Petzl that Starfield came out with. Really, really cool, nice. It's black. It's beautiful, and it's carbon fiber if I remember right. If I take a look and let's see if I can get it up here for you. Starfield Year 60. There it is, and take a look at it. And of course, I'm doing this on the wrong. There we go. Quick play of this. There we go. So there's the Gear 60.
Okay.
Super nice. I'm sorry, it's not carbon fiber. My fault. But it's the Petzl F5, okay. And I believe it's like Nikon Jack said, 300 millimeter quad. Really super cool. You can buy it with or without the Astro Oasis focuser. And they are getting the version 2s of this. Right now, I think they still have the version 1s. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I'll be getting the version 2s as well. It has a little bit better of a gearing system from what I'm hearing. And pretty cool. Cool stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And the buttons are working good today. All right, cool. So yeah, I'm looking probably to I don't know. Can I still get the tulip, or am I too late? I think I could still get it, right?
Let's take a look. See here.
That was one of the things I wanted to get. SH2 101. It's in Cygnus, so it's straight up, just about, right?
Yeah. You should be able to get it. Yep.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be the next that area with the 130.
Mm-hmm.
If I ever get any clear nights, I'm going to be doing that with my astrophysics scope, the 130.
Okay.
So that I want to get. Pretty soon, I'm gonna have to. You know what? I've imaged. Because we just started fall. Winter's right around the corner. Everyone's gonna start blowing up the entire internet with pictures of M42.
Yeah.
And
as they always do.
And I have yet to have an M42 of my own making that I actually like. I'm never happy with it. I'm either the trapezium is blown out, or the colors aren't just right, or M42 has been very elusive to me to make a good one. I've always gotten it. I've got 1,000 pictures, probably 10,000 pictures of M42, and I never had a good compilation of one that I actually really said, okay, I'm never going to image this again. Just one of those things.
Right. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. I'm thinking about doing some. I'm thinking about maybe doing an HARGB. Do it in HARGB and see. Use the HA as luminance. But yeah, just be careful out there. These whole kind of storms, these mega storms that we got, like Eric said, things can be replaced. Make sure you got, if your gear is outside, unprotected, bring it inside if you can. Put insurance on it. Put insurance on everything you can. It will help you. Just make sure you got the right type of coverage that you may need for a storm like that. Some places and get a reputable insurance company. I mean, it's like one of those things where you may have an asterisk next to something and say act of God is not you're covered, and storms can be classified as acts of God. So you just want to be careful, and State Farm's been pretty good for me. Allstate has been pretty good for me. Don't use like ABC Insurance because they will probably try and screw you about getting paid if anything is damaged. So just get the right things.
Yep, that's it.
Call Flo. Call Flo. Believe it or not, you can't call Flo because Flo's not the boss. I don't know if you caught that in the last couple of commercials. Flo is not the boss. Flo is not the boss. It's that redhead dude. He's the boss. Jamie's the boss. Did not know that.
I didn't know that.
Did not know
that Jamie was the boss.
Jamie's the boss.
Me either. Wow.
But now you know. Piece of useless information for you.
Yeah.
But so I think I'm gonna go with the tulip.
Okay. Yep.
And then that'll probably take me through. I'll probably want to get a good 15 hours each on it. So it's gonna take me a while. And I want to do what's behind me. I got a really good Pelican, and a really good NGC 7000, the North American. But
North America, yeah.
I want to do it again because I feel that I've gotten better with my image acquisition and my processing skills since then. And I haven't had the astrophysics on there, so I want to do it with the astrophysics scope and get some more data. So we'll see.
Now, one that I am going to have to plan on doing very soon, once I get more data, I'm probably going to go back after I'm done with this Dark Nebula, go back to the Squid and get more O3. Get another 24 hours of O3.
Might take a while.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit, but I want to go after some IFN. I've never done any IFN.
Do Polaris. Just do Polaris.
Yeah,
just do Polaris.
Just do Polaris. Just do Polaris. Yeah.
Well, let me ask a question about that real quick with Polaris, because you're pointing north.
Yes.
You're pointing on your axis of your scope. Has anybody, I've been seeing some reports, and I don't know if this is true or not. It could be total fake news, deep fake, whatever you guys want to call it. Has anybody seen any sort of issues with guiding? When
that's one of the questions that I want to know.
I'm curious. I know Josh has done IFN in Polaris. I'm wondering if anybody else has gotten any. He hasn't reported any issues, but I'm just wondering if anybody has any. Oh, there was one. Yes, Star Walker Wilfredo said yes. I've had problems. So did you offset maybe Polaris a little bit in order to combat that, or what did you do?
I had to calibrate off of Polaris, so okay.
Okay. Mount your guide scope facing the opposite direction at the equator. Okay. I tried and it didn't look worth crap. That's nice.
That's what I'm hearing. Is that it's such that for a lot of people it can be a challenge.
Yeah.
It can be challenging, and it's also because it's also so faint.
And you got to be there forever. You got to be there forever.
Yes, you're going to be there for a long time.
I'm sorry, Josh. I thought you did Polaris. My bad. I thought you did Cassiopeia and Cepheus. Okay. I know you did a bunch, but I thought you did Polaris. Nico Carver has a whole video on exactly this, how to capture the IFN. Well, maybe that's something we need to get Nico on for
I'm
again.
gonna probably have to check that out, you know, and you know, go to Nebula Photos, go to his YouTube channel and check stuff out, because I have heard that it is quite faint, very faint, and there's some difficulty to it, which is what I want. I want to have something that gives me a challenge, because even if I screw it up now, it'll be something that I can come back and do again, because it's a North Star. As long as you have a clear shot of Polaris, you can do this all day and barely all night. You know, you can keep doing it this as long as you have a good shot of it, but a good clear shot of Polaris. And most of us do. And I was watching a video from Adam Block talking about how he's processing dark nebula, the dust and stuff like that. And there is so much dust. It is really, really captivating. You know, it is really, and how you process it's truly a work of art. You know, if you can get it, and you get it good, it's really, really something. Now you go to AstroBin and you see a lot of some of these images and some of the really good images of, you know, disintegrated flux nebula, and it's pretty cool. Some really cool
it
stuff.
sounded like you said disintegrated flux nebula for a second.
Disintegrated? No, integrated.
no, you said disintegrated. It just sounded like disintegrated. So like we disintegrated things.
Yeah, disintegrated it.
Yeah, Josh did a lot of dark IFN work, Tom, I believe, in both those, in Cassiopeia and Cepheus. I'm not sure what region, but if you take a look at his Instagram, it's definitely there, I believe. If not, his AstroBin page.
So yeah, that's going to be another target of mine that I would like to go after, you know, because I do enjoy the challenge of the dark dust lanes, the dark nebulae, because of it, you know, being such, like I said, a challenge. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but it's cool. It's some cool stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. That didn't restart, huh? Okay. I'm playing around with some things.
I'm still I'm waiting for. I got news that my Dark Shark did ship. Now I'm just waiting for it to arrive. So once it arrives, I'll share it, you know, on, you know, at the next, whatever the next show is, you know, to have everybody take a look at how it turned out, because I'm very anxious to see how it all turned out.
Yeah,
because it's it is, I believe I did in 16 or 17 by 24. I think it was like a 16 by 20 or 18 by 24. So it's my largest. It's the biggest one the biggest print that I've ever done. And this is a metal print. So I'm really, you know, I'm really looking forward to seeing how it all turns out.
And who'd you use?
Art Studios, Rage Art, or I can't remember their names. It was drawing a blank. That's me. I can be terrible with that stuff sometimes. Just forget about it. So
that's all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what we're gonna do, because I believe that there is a before the show ends, we're gonna give away because I know we missed the Masters of Pixinset giveaway.
We missed you. Yeah, you missed a few.
Well, we want to give that away because they are doing something, I believe, on the 8th this month. They're doing it pretty quick. Sorry, my ear is getting a little. I believe they're doing a WBPP deep dive on the 8th. They just did one a week ago. But they're doing it again on the 8th. I don't think they wanted to do something close to Halloween, I think. But Masters of Pixinsight. There we go. And yeah, so it is the next one is the 8th. if I remember right. Let's see, next workshop. Come on, next workshop is October 8th. And this is something I'm thinking about going to again because so many things have changed with the weighted batch pre-processing script. And I've already bought it, so I got it for free. But they're going to be doing an updated version of it, and they're going to be talking about a lot of stuff that we normally do. If you want to drizzle, you want to create the drizzle files that are needed in WBPP. It does take some more time if you're impatient, but your cosmetic correction. They're going to be talking about local normalization. Do we need it or not? That kind of stuff. So also the auto crop and some other things that that are capable of doing, plus grouping keywords, which I always get something out of that. So and
Artbeat, that's what it was. Artbeat.
Oh, Artbeat Studios. There you go. Okay, that
Artbeat
now
Studios.
I know. Now I know.
Yeah, Artbeat. Now, that stuff just beats. It's gonna bug the heck out of me until I know what it is.
Yep. Let's see.
And so I heard really good things, from the chat about Artbeat, so which is why I gave them a try. And they also gave me. They had a deal at the time when I ordered it. It was 40% off on metal prints. So.
So did you have to do any manipulation or any specific like a color palette or ICC profile that you needed?
I did the Adobe, just the Adobe RGB profile that I've always done.
Okay.
Within Pix Insight, but no, I don't think I did anything else. I didn't really do anything special.
Okay.
So hopefully, like I said, I hope it all turns out well.
Oh wait, that's a big print. You should maybe you should have gotten a smaller one to see if the picture comes out okay first.
Maybe. What the heck? Go big or go home, right?
Sometimes what a lot of and I think Artbeat does this is that they will send you a proof for free, a small one like an 8x10 or something like that. I believe they do it as well. So next time, take a look into that and different things because at least you'll be able to see what it looks like. It won't be the same metal on metal, print, and it's going to be different. But at least you'll be able to see how it kind of prints out.
Gotcha.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah,
I gotta look and see if anybody. Anybody else joined us on the giveaways because I haven't checked in a while. So let's see if we got any new giveaway entrants before I spin the wheel because my dinner's waiting for me. Let's see, Raffle Press.
Oh, nice! It'll be here tomorrow. So schedule
nice.
Dates tomorrow. So we're able to show it on Friday. See how it all turned out.
And it looks like they're the same. It looks like 59 people.
Really had good luck with Vivek's printing lately. Their acrylic is nice, and you can get it thicker than most places. Nice. Yeah, I have to check them out. There's so many, really cool print studios now.
Yeah.
That are out. So.
Yeah, and a lot of them are realizing that astrophotography is becoming, people want them more printed. People want more prints.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. So. I know also, speaking of Masters of Pix Inside, we talked about that. I did not get a chance because I really wanted to get into and check out their live showing of the 4X palette and the Hubble palette and stuff like that. Is just
if you missed it, you could buy it and you can buy it and watch it.
The video. It's great, Tom. I got my Uranus Mateo sensor Monday. I hope it works out for you. I mean, it works out very well for me when I'm using it. I have had some hiccups every once in a while. I keep it in the observatory. You definitely want to keep it protected and only take it out or use it when you can, but when you need to, and then take it either if you have an observatory. Of course, you can keep it in the observatory, but if not, definitely bring it inside. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yep.
You definitely want to bring it inside after every night. You do not want to forget about it.
Well, you came to the right place, Seeker. You're looking to do astrophotography. This is a place to get any information.
This is the place.
Ask your questions. Ask away.
Yep. You can ask whatever questions if you're interested in getting started or, different types of astrophotography, whatever interests you. Do you like imaging the planets, or do you want to image, deep space, deep sky, nebulae, or the stars, star clusters and things like that. And right now, this is one of the great times of the year for me personally to say for beginners, okay, because you have so many really cool popular targets that people probably have already heard of and know. You have the Andromeda Galaxy, you have M42 that's going to be coming later on this month or closer towards, the start of November. You're going to start, Orion's going to be coming. You have the Pleiades, which is another one I want to go after. So definitely. And you can get started with something small. I mean, if you have just a Canon or a Nikon DSLR camera, you can get started definitely there with that, and just your own, maybe some your own lenses, perhaps, depending on what lenses you have, and your own tripod. You can take it to maybe a nice dark area and do some landscape shots of the Milky Way, depending on where you are. I'm not sure where you are. So you can get started just simply taking very quick shots, like 10-second shots towards the Milky Way. And there's an app called Photo Pills. If you have, I believe it's for both Android and iPhone, and it'll tell you where the direction the Milky Way arms are, the galaxies, the galactic center. And so if you're interested in just getting started, there's a good start. Yep. So
and then, and nothing's going to start. And like if you do that route, you could start off with something like, like something very simple, like a move, shoot, move, or, something that said you could take longer. Yes, I know, Tom, I was just busting your chops. I'm just saying that. But I was there, remember? I was there when you won it.
Okay, Oklahoma, yeah, definitely. If you're in Oklahoma, you probably, depending on if you're away from Oklahoma City or Tulsa, from the Tulsa area, Oklahoma City, or if you can get away from that area, you're going to have some really nice skies. Because those are the only two populous cities in that, in the state. So if you can get away from there, take a drive out, a couple, maybe an hour, 2 hours outside of those cities, you can have a really good opportunity to get some really good shots. And perfect point, you can, like Matthew was saying here, you can get started with your phone, especially now the newer iPhones, especially the Galaxies, the Samsung Galaxies, they are great for taking astro photos. It's surprising how a simple smartphone, all you need is to set it up is with a tripod, keep it at a certain, and keep it steady, have it start out doing 10-second shots, 3-second shots, whatever. And just start taking them. And you'll have a lot of fun. They have some great skies.
No, absolutely. And if you do want an all-in-one kind of thing, Tom, you're exactly right. You could grab a C-Star. Like $500, and the Christmas is coming up soon. I guarantee you they'll be coming out with a 10% off. And now they got the new C-Star S30.
Yes, the smaller one.
The smaller one.
You got the dwarf.
You got the dwarf. You got, and then you got the
small,
you got the
so,
big
yeah.
bucks ones. You got the Odysseys and the Vaonis, the Stelinas and the Vest and the Hestias. There's a lot of old ones. You got the new Origin from Celestron. There are a lot of ones out there, but if you wanted something that's a little bit more customizable, let's just say, and you wanted to get your own gear, do yourself a favor. Put as much money as you can towards the mount before you do anything else. You know what I mean? I'm not saying to spend $10,000 on a mount, but get something that you get. If you're thinking about getting a small scope, like a 60 or an 80 or something like that, buy the mount for the next scope bigger so you could grow with it and not be stuck. You know what I mean? Do yourself a favor. And you know what? I if you don't know this and you're new to the channel, we do have our own retail store. It's AstroWorldTelescopes.com. My phone number's on there. You can call me anytime with any questions.
Yep. So you are just outside of Wichita Falls, Texas. So you're probably right there in a really good spot. You have to pull up a map.
Well, he's probably very within driving distance of good skies. I mean,
of some good skies. So first things I would recommend doing is simply just going on the internet and type in. You can go to, there's the dark sky map area. There's dark sky map, which is one. Find out what skies, perhaps your sky level, what we call the Bortle scale, how much light pollution is in your area, because that's also going to probably dictate the type of exposure length, the type of camera, and the type of eventual photography you may end up doing. But in Oklahoma, I think you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
You're probably honestly going to be in, maybe at the worst, a Bortle 5.
And you know what? If I could image a Bortle 8, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Yeah. Bortle, B-O-R-T-L-E.
T-L-E, Bortle. B-O-R-T-L-E. The Bortle scale. So it gives you an idea of the light pollution in your given area. And it gives it on a scale of 9 down to 0, or down to 1. Maybe 1's the lowest. Where 1 is pitch black, the darkest skies you can get. And 9 is New York City. Or, how it's super, super light polluted. And you'll want to know, that's a good start, just a very basic start to understand, start understanding certain things about the night sky and certain things you're going to have to contend with. Another thing I would recommend doing is on your computer, download an application called Stellarium.
Yep.
Okay, it's free. It is a planetarium software. It's free planetarium software. And you can enter in, there's lots of YouTube videos on how to use it and to get started with it, and just simply learn the night sky. That's all. That's really the very first thing. If you don't know what the night sky is, you don't know like what the constellations or anything like that, and you're unfamiliar with the night sky, you want to get a planetarium app to learn the night sky and to know what's in your area. So. Got it. I have it on my phone. Yep. They do have a mobile version. Another one you can even get free is Sky Safari. You can get a free version of Sky Safari, which is another very good app and planetarium app that gives you a lot of good information about what's out, what are the brightest objects, in your area, things like that. So good. Got that too. Utilize them. Definitely utilize them. Do you have a telescope? Next thing I'm asking you is, do you have a telescope right now, or are you just using, or do you just have a DSLR and camera lenses? That would be my next question. Do you even have a telescope right now? Okay, he does have. Okay, so you do have a telescope, and right now, since we're having this conversation, and you've probably been doing a little bit of research and stuff like that on astrophotography. Have you even attempted to take any kind of dark, deep sky shots? Have you even attempted anything like that at all? Okay. A 70 millimeter Astro. It's
Celestron. It's a Celestron Astromaster, I think.
Astromaster?
Yeah.
Okay. One thing, they're not those. It's a good. Don't get me wrong. It's a fine telescope. It's a good telescope. It's not the best, or it's not well known for astrophotography, but it's a good start. Okay, and it's a good start. It's a good visual, using with eyepieces and being able to see the planets or seeing the moon and stuff like that. So, it's a good starter telescope for getting familiar with astronomy, for basic astronomy. But do you have, what you can do is, what phone do you have right now? What kind of phone? Do you have an iOS or do you have an Android? So one thing I would recommend doing, depending on, and it really doesn't matter, but especially the newer ones are really good, is, Motorola. So it's an Android, I'm assuming. One thing I would recommend doing is perhaps consider getting a cellular or a cell phone or smartphone eyepiece holder or camera adapter that you can mount. Celestron sells these, and you can actually put your camera lens of your smartphone onto the eyepiece, and then get it into focus and stuff like that. And you can do that and just you want to start taking short exposures, because anything over 20, maybe 20 seconds, 25 seconds, you're going to slowly start having star trails. All right. So you want to stick with maybe 5, 10, 15 seconds, anything, and just test them out to see how far you are getting as far as any types of elongation or trailing, and go a little bit lower than that and stick with that.
And just to show you what you were talking about, Eric. So this is what you were talking about here.
Yes.
This is the next YZ. And the thing that's also good about this is that it comes with a Bluetooth remote. So, when you're sitting there and you're, in order to take a picture, you got to hit a button on the phone, right? And what happens when you hit the button on the phone? You're going to shake the whole damn camera. And, so this comes with a Bluetooth enabled trigger where you could take the picture, you could have it all set, ready to go, and you're able to take that picture.
Why don't you show down one of the images down below of how it's attached and stuff like that, maybe.
So like here. So in your, let me see if I could show you your AstroMaster 70. So here's your AstroMaster 70, right? So you would attach it to the eyepiece here. You're just going to want to make sure that, I know these mounts well. If this is the same mount, these mounts are not very nice when it comes to adding weight at the back end. So you just want to make sure it's tight enough that you can put it on there. And I think you'll be over there, because I know this is a plastic diagonal here, so it's not a lot of weight back there, but this can't hold a lot. So just make sure that you're capable to do that. And then all you do is, let's see if there's a better picture. Here's a little bit of a picture. What this opens up and clamps on the eyepiece like here. And it's not a great picture, but it clamps here, and you can move the eyepiece. And I wonder if I was smart. Was I smart with this one? Of course not, because I got it from the Celestron website. But there's a video, if I remember, on there. And I don't have the video on there, but you can move it up, down, right, and left. And you're able to move it closer and further away from the eyepiece as well. So it's pretty cool. And it could open up to a really wide, not a 31 millimeter Nagler, but it could go up to your 2-inch eyepieces most of them. So
so yeah, I know it's a lot that we're throwing at you.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. You know, we get really enthusiastic when it comes to this stuff, as I'm sure you can tell by, you know, how we're talking here. He says, go back to that.
Go back to
that. Yeah, that, you know, the page where you were at.
You know what? I'll throw it in the chat, and then you could go right to it. Give me 1 second.
But you can definitely go on to YouTube, go to Celestron's website, and take a look at that adapter. He said it's the third one on the right. The camera, it was a camera image. I guess it's the third one on the right. He said stay on that.
What on the third one on the right on?
I guess when you were looking
at the next YZ.
Yeah, the next YZ.
And there's the link, and I will put this back up here. And so that's kind of how it looks. That's the third one from the right in the picture. This guy.
Yeah. Yep. And the adapter.
And I have three of them in stock.
Yeah, scroll down here. Oh, hold on. He says maybe it's the third one from the right on here. Maybe one of these.
This is the basic one. These I don't usually keep in stock because it's not made as well as the Next YZ. I know it's about $80 for the Next YZ, but it is a better it's a better make, and you'll be much more happier with it. Trust me.
The one at the end, okay.
This one
for
here,
$21.95.
That's the really basic one that has no controls at all. It holds your cell phone. It only goes to a 1 1/4 inch, if I remember right. Because you got to clamp it down. It clamps.
It says no. Yeah, no, it doesn't.
What's that?
Okay, so no. I think you're at the right one. So you were saying, go ahead and continue your thoughts.
Just be careful what you get with these guys. This is the one here, and this is the older one. The Next Go 2-axis that just gets you up, down, right, left, not closer and further away. The Next YZ does 3-axis. Just with these, like the Orions also that are out there, they're kind of cheaply made. I was never a fan of them, and I wasn't. This one has the Bluetooth one, but you'll get your target easier with the Next YZ. It's worth the money for the $80 with the Bluetooth adapter. It's definitely worth it.
I've used many of these adapters, but it's really hard to get them into focus and align through the eyepiece.
That's why the third axis. That's why the third axis on this makes it so much easier, because you could get closer and closer and closer bit by bit and recenter and get it close, and then zoom in if you wanted to with the phone.
Yeah.
So
He's saying, it doesn't focus right, it doesn't clamp down, the phone falls out. So you know, one thing is, Seeker, is that once you start getting into actual photography, I'm going to be honest, we talk about this all the time. It's a rabbit hole, you know.
Yeah.
But pace yourself. Definitely pace yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
Keep within your comfort level as you get started. Because you can go down the rabbit hole and it's like, I should have taken the blue pill. I should have taken the blue pill.
Yeah, buyer's remorse.
Yeah. Because there is a saying that, you know, our friends have always, you know, said, and I'm a victim of this. It's the buy once, cry once. And until you are ready for the next steps, use what you can. Do the best you can. If you have a DSLR, or I would even consider if you can get a used DSLR, such as a used Canon 6D, which
The first
are
one.
the first ones, not the Mark IIs, but the first ones. And they're an older technology. They're about 12-year-old technology, but they are worth it.
But their resale, they're still going for like $500-$600.
Yes,
So.
yes. And that is probably one of the best astrophotography DSLRs out there. I mean, and you can still use this for regular terrestrial, regular native photography, but it's a full frame. It's probably one of the best ones that Canon has made.
Yeah.
For being as old as it is.
Yep. And
there's other Nikon. There's Nikons there too, but this depends on you.
There's a bunch of Nikons, but the best advice I could probably give you, Seeker, and seriously, do yourself a favor. Get on the web, look at your area, find an astronomy club in your area.
Yes.
And do what they're saying in the chat, because that I said, why am I not saying this? Get yourself involved with an astronomy club, and most astronomy clubs has an equipment library where you can borrow stuff and try things out.
Depending on it. Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily cameras and stuff, but I mean other telescopes, mounts, and plus the wealth of knowledge that you get from being with people that are like-minded and are doing what you've already done is definitely going to be advantageous to you as you start this crazy journey that you're about to embark upon. So we're not trying to scare you off by any means. It's very rewarding. It's an awesome hobby, and we all love doing it, but it does take time. It's not one of the things that's going to go, I got it. But with practice, the results that people are getting now.
20.
Yeah.
Stop, Tom. Scare them off.
But the results that people are getting now through AI and programs like PixInsight and stuff like that, they're getting results a lot faster and better now than they've ever had before.
Yeah,
so
you're coming on a rate.
Yeah. So it doesn't take thousands of dollars. It's going to take some sort of investment, because once you get hooked, you're going to get hooked. Trust me. You're going to get pictures like just don't put, just don't put Jar Jar Binks in your Horsehead Nebula.
Like these.
I like to make funny things going on, but we all have practice. We all have spent a lot of money on our rigs to get pictures like this. But if you want to start off, like Eric said in the beginning, start off with your DSLR. Start off with a small tracker, like a move, shoot, move that goes on a tripod that you already probably have. Start with something like that. Then work your way up to like a GTI or something, which is a mount head that you're able to tilt to your latitude so it could track the stars properly, so you could take longer photos. And all these things will come in time, but do yourself a favor. Join your local astronomy club, and start going to meetings and going to the public observing nights or whatever that you may have, and get to meet some people that have done this before. And if that all fails and you hate the people that you meet, we're still here to help you.
We're still here.
So
because eventually you'll get to this. You might get to this point. If you see my screen here, you might get to, if you're still in it and you're still enjoying it, you might end up getting to this crazy point, which a lot of us here in the chat, we are at this crazy point and beyond.
Yep.
So just to give you a point of reference, but definitely start small.
Yeah.
Start learning. Just get familiar. And just take your time. And we are more than happy to answer a lot of questions. We have a Discord channel, a Discord server, AstroWorld TV. You can definitely join that.
AstroWorld's Q&A.
Yeah, AstroWorld's Q&A. Thank you. You can definitely just join that, ask questions, and everybody here in the chat will be more than happy to answer them. Stuff like that.
Yeah, the GTI is a sweet deal. I mean, it's not very expensive. It holds up to 11 pounds, I think. And you'll be able to take your DSLR, throw it on there, and get some really cool photos. Even with just like a small zoom, lens, 100 to 400 or something like that.
Yeah. But if I can make, just if you do get a DSLR, I personally would recommend getting what they call prime lenses.
Yeah, if you can afford it.
If you can afford it, get a prime lens. And a prime lens, basically, it's a lens that has one focal length. It doesn't zoom from one focal length to another, anything like that. What you have is what you have. And the best one to get is a Rokinon 135 or Samyang 135. It's sold different ways, but but just get a DSLR, try that out, take some small baby steps, and you'll get there.
There you go. There's the Discord link in the bottom. You can go and join our Discord. And don't forget also, we also have our own website. It's astroworldweb.com, and you can sign up for stuff that we give away. We give away Masters of PixInsight classes. We're going to get ready to give away another book soon, which we missed when I was in my mental health week. And there's and also IP4AP yearly subscriptions. Plus, you can win money to our retail shop, AstroWorldTelescopes.com, and you can win free money, once a month. So I missed that too last month. That was the last Friday of the month. So we got to do a couple of those. Not this week, not all tonight, but we'll do some tonight and some Friday.
Also, I'm not sure if he's still on or not, but if you're watching Seeker, another thing I'll recommend is to check out Nikon. Was just mentioned it, Jackie. There are a bunch of beginner astrophotography YouTube videos. A great person to check out is Trevor Jones. His YouTube channel is called Astro Backyard. We've met him. He is a great guy. We probably did scare him off, but
no, he's back in there. He's back.
Okay. Yep. So, the Discord is AstroWorld Q&A.
I already put the link in the chat.
We put the link in there, but definitely go on to YouTube. Do a search for Astro Backyard, Trevor Jones, and he is a great wealth of knowledge for people who are just getting started with astrophotography. Nico Carver, Nebula Photos, as well.
Both who have been on the show already. So they were guests here.
Yes, they've both been guests on the show, and I would strongly recommend checking their videos out and just learning the basics. And like I say, don't jump down the rabbit hole unless you want to go down that rabbit hole immediately. Pace yourself. That's the biggest thing. Pace yourself.
Yeah, Josh has still got some money in the Astro. It's the AstroWorld Bank.
Yeah. Matthew is absolutely correct. Hop onto our Discord channel, our Discord server. There are seriously hundreds of years of experience there.
Yep.
And I mean, Dan here, he's been doing astrophotography
since film.
Since film.
So 1994.
Yeah, I've been doing astrophotography for maybe 7 years now. So.
Yep. So again, but my journey of astrophotography took a lot different turns. We went from film to these little CCD, then we did big CCDs, and then we didn't have stuff like AI, Russell Croman. We had none of this stuff. And it's definitely getting a lot easier to process, but it's got to be used with care. And you could definitely take away a lot of the the artistry in the photographs by overusing these AI tools, which are great, but they should be used for what they're used for. They shouldn't be used for subpar imaging, in my opinion. To make up for things like tilt issues, tracking issues. These are things that should be sorted before, can it help in a pinch? Absolutely.
Yeah, but you're getting way too deep into it right now. He's just getting started. But we got a question here, Dan. What was your favorite photo on film that you've done? Favorite photo, astro photo that you did with film?
With film, I used a hypersensitive Fuji film, and I believe it or not, the best thing that I got was the Pleiades on that. I think was good. I have it somewhere in a box somewhere. I don't know where it is, but there's also a picture of me drinking out of the Stanley Cup. I don't know where that is either. But I was 7. I wasn't drinking any liquor. I was just drinking water, I think. But but I think it was the Pleiades came out really good, but it was only I couldn't get it blown up. So I mean, it was only like an 8x10 that I got from I got it from the photo mat. That was the 1 hour photo mat. So
yeah. The ones that, right in the middle of a parking lot,
the little shack. The little shack
shacks
that smelled like chemicals. They all did was smell. They didn't even want you inside. You had to pay. You had to give them the stuff outside. And like one of those gas station, where you put your credit card in, you put the film in there.
Oh man.
But it took a while because it wasn't like instant gratification like you have now with digital, right? When things are out of focus. You know how many times I went to the 1 hour and how much money I spent in film processing just to get that one shot? You know what I mean?
Out of focus.
I went rolls that I just went garbage, and it was horrible. Yeah, manual guiding in an eyepiece. I did that. It was not fun. Not a fan. I'm so happy that that things have gotten a lot easier now. Polar alignment doesn't take 3.5 hours like it used to take me with the Schmidt. But
now it takes about 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Is the Stanley Cup dishwasher safe? No, it's not. That's first find a dishwasher to put it in. The thing's about 3.5 feet tall, and yeah, you probably wipe off all the names during the rinse cycle.
Oh man,
Ritz camera. Yeah, I remember Ritz camera. Yeah,
Ritz is still in business.
Yeah, is it Ritz camera? There is. I've seen a couple of them. Yep.
Yeah.
I duct tape a Polaroid camera onto a Tasco. I was 18. I don't think that went over very well. Did that go over well? I don't think that went over well.
Man.
The shaking of the developing of the film just would have probably, But awesome.
That must have been interesting. Yeah, but no, good conversation there.
Yeah.
Good chat.
Yeah, it didn't come out well at all. I didn't think it did. I would love to see that picture.
Yeah, but good luck to you, Seeker. If you have any questions, definitely drop a question, drop them into our Discord, or you're more than welcome, hop on, subscribe, do us a favor, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and join us. We are here every Wednesday and Friday. So
yep. And we've
been doing this for 5 years. Crazy.
Yeah, I had dark hair and Eric had hair.
And I had hair. Exactly. So, right.
But hey, we love doing what we do. It turned into a business a little bit, but we still do this because we love doing it. And it's a lot of fun. We get to help people, and we learn just as much as we talk a lot of crap too. But it's nice when we have new people on like yourself. I hope you're still there. If you're not, come back and join us on Friday night, and we'll talk about some of the maybe attachments and some of the things you might want to think about getting as you move forward into your astrophotography journey.
Yeah. And every once in a while, just FYI, we do go a little off the rails around here. We keep it light. So, I know Dan right now is excited because when is opening day?
8 days.
In 8 days.
8 days.
8 days.
So I think that's a
NHL
Thursday night.
starts
I
off.
think is that Thursday night. 8 days. Yeah, it's a week from tomorrow. Yeah. So,
Okay.
it's their home opener. So they do play one game before that. I believe they play on the 8th, but it's their home opener. I'll be going to that. Should be fun. Should be fun. I miss my hockey.
So who the Rangers playing?
I don't care. Couldn't tell you. They're playing the Utah question mark because they haven't even come up with a name for the team yet. It's the Utah hockey team.
Oh man. Yeah, Utah's got a hockey team.
And that's who the Islanders are opening up against. So they look good on paper though, I'll tell you.
I'm really excited to have a chance to start using this.
Yeah. And what do you plan on using that for? Is that a planetary thing, or is that
it's strictly planetary and possibly lunar? But yeah, I'm focused on planetary, and I'm tired of dealing with and I know they're probably not that hard. I just whatever. The ADCs, the automatic, the atmospheric dispersion correctors and stuff like. I'm tired of that.
Gotta move
that mess.
Gotta move those prisms.
That. Move the prisms and all that stuff. And I figured go mono, and then I can align everything in Photoshop.
Yep.
And go that route. But no, I think I wanted to get Saturn, but it's only 40 degrees. So it's too low, I think. It may be too, and I don't like how it's situated because it's straight on, you can't, there's no angle to
but you should take some pictures of, because why? Because if you do it like every year, you could have like one of those montages on showing how the rings tilt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's edge on right now.
Yeah, it's just about edge. It's just about edge on. Yeah.
Yeah, and Jupiter right now, it's going to be high. Jupiter's pretty high. It's going to be high this year. It's going to be like 70 plus degrees elevation. So, and like I said, Saturn right now is about here. Well, here it's about 40 degrees elevation.
Yeah.
Now, when I get to Georgia, it'll be about 50 degrees.
Yeah.
It'll be closer to 50. It'll be about 49 degrees.
Right.
So yeah, it'll be a little bit better. So I won't have to maybe fight the atmosphere as much. But using a mono, I don't have to do that. You don't have to fight that atmosphere as much, as you have to with the color camera and lining things up and all that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely the way to go.
This is going to go on the edge. It's going to go on the Schmidt.
They're going and an 8, right?
It's going to go on the 8.
Yep.
That's my planetary hunter. That's why I really bought it. I bought it for DSO as well, but I bought it because I'm determined to learn planetary.
There you go.
I don't have to be super great at it, but I'm determined to learn it and have some level of success with it.
There you go.
So, and at some point, maybe I'll just go ahead and get a C11 XLT. Just get the black one.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, but again, it's the whole mirror flop thing that.
Yeah, I would stay with the edge.
Yeah. Yeah, it's. I didn't even tell Danner this yet because things had been on hold so many darn times. But it
I know.
looks like this is actually happening now.
Oh, you got some more news?
I got some more news. They finally posted the position, and I put in, my application. It was a very brief application, like 5 questions, because it's a lateral, internal intercompany thing. But yeah, so I probably in 2-3 weeks it'll be formalized, perhaps, because I'm the only one up for the position, or interested in the position. So
cool.
Yeah, so it'll be exciting. It'll be exciting stuff but we were so bummed out because one minute they're saying, because my company's doing some financial restructuring and doing lots of different things, so that everything was put on hold. So then I told Robin and everybody, we were all bummed out. So we started doing work around the house, just doing crazy things around. And then all of a sudden, I get a call from my future manager, and he says,
this is happening. Get on there right now.
It's happening now.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah. So I will be east of Atlanta. I will be in the Covington, Georgia area. So that's where the manufacturing plant is, in Covington. So I'm going to be around somewhere
in driving distance,
somewhere around there. Or I've even been looking, going north towards, not in Athens, but towards or around Athens, because that's about an hour's drive north. And that's also where UGA is. And, I'm trying to, convince my daughter, to maybe consider transfer, going to UGA and going to transfer there and stuff like that. But no, cool. It's going to be nice news. Yeah, it is. It's going to be nice news. It's exciting.
Awesome. Good. I'm glad to hear it for you. That's going to be great.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just going to be, pack up all this crap.
Yeah.
So 34 degrees latitude. So it'd be pretty cool.
Nice. All right. Let's do our giveaway real quick. And then I could go eat dinner because I am drooling.
Yeah, for sure.
My dinner's been waiting for me for 2 hours. It's probably cold. But, all right, let's do this real quick, and we're giving away a free Masters.
In Atlanta.
Yeah, Masters of Pix Insight class. There we go. And is it working? It's not working. It's not working. Why is this not working? Hold on.
Oh, it's frozen.
There we go.
There we go.
All right. So it's weird working on 2 computers now. I got like 2 different mice, 2 different keyboards. It's like kind of crazy. But But here we go. So this is our wheel. And again, for seekers' benefit, we'll just do this really quick. And if you go to AstroWorldWeb.com, and you're gonna go under giveaways, and when it comes to contests and giveaways, you can sign up for giveaways right here. And you could go to whichever one you want to give away. We're giving away a book called Accidental Astronomy by Chris Lintott. We gave away one already. We missed the September one, so we'll be doing that on Friday. So we're going to give away that. And then the October one is the 3rd Wednesday in October. Once a month, starting on the 2nd Wednesday, we'll be giving away a $50 gift certificate to AstroWorld. And then we give away free memberships to Pix Insight, Masters of Pix Insight. So free giveaways are abound. All you got to do is use your email, put your email in, and you'll be on the next wheel. But you know what? For this one, let's just add him manually because he's been asking a lot of good questions. And I'll just put Seeker in there.
Seeker 47. Yep.
47. There we go. So Seeker 40.
Real quick. Well, let's do the spin, but we also have a question.
What's the question?
Do you know anything about the Wonderbox Pro distro? I'm wondering, was thinking about ordering one. This was from 2A supporter.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I believe I have the pros. I have 2 pros in stock, if I remember right. What's the question, though?
Yeah, no, if we knew anything about them. So if you have a couple in stock.
Yeah, I have a couple in stock. They keep on selling. So, I mean, they seem to be doing pretty good. The pros, the pluses. The pros are interesting because they have 2 power inputs. Because it has so much power distribution that usually one power supply works fine. But sometimes, depending on how much draw you need, you might need 2 power supplies because it has a huge power bridge. But 99.9% of the time, you'll only need one, as per Mr. Lee, who runs Wanderer Astro. But if you have any real questions, feel free to email me about it, and I can definitely get you all the information you want. And don't forget, if you want something to stand it on, you could also get the standoffs from Buckeye, a Stargazer that sells 3D printed standoffs for it too. So, and Cinta saddles and all that kind of stuff. So, all right. So, Masters of Pixel Insight class, we got Seeker in there. And let's see. Maybe we could give it away. Who's going to win the Masters of Pixel Insight class? And so close, yet so far. Seeker 47 right up here. Matthew Peters. Congratulations, Matt. And I will send you an email on if you wanted to get into the one that's on the 8th, you'll be able to do that. And I'll get that out today or tomorrow.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, you won't need that type of amperage, but you're gonna be able to get it. And there's like 10 of us. What do you mean 10 of us? What?
10 Matthews, probably.
Oh, don't worry about it. If it says Matthew, that's fine. Hey, it was close, but you were close. 10 Matts. Don't worry about it, Matt. Even if you just put Matt, it goes by email, because when you sign up, I get your email also. You can put, everyone could be letter J, and if they're different emails, you're going to get the email. So,
yeah.
But, all right. Good show. Right. Went by fast.
Yeah. It did. Yeah. Seeker, thank you for some great conversation.
Absolutely.
Questions, help time go by a little faster, and we hope we answered some of your questions. But definitely look around your area for an astronomy club. That's one of the best avenues, and knowledge gatherers, right there.
Absolutely.
Probably have years and years of experience right there in your local area.
No, Seeker.
One more question.
No, Seeker. No more questions. Thanks,
Go
Tom.
ahead.
Appreciate it. Yep. One more question. Go ahead. When is your live stream? When is your live stream?
It's happening now. But it's every Wednesday and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we're on 2 hours from 8 until 10 Eastern. So yeah, that's when we're on. And then you can also check, or just check the replays afterwards.
Yeah, if you go on to our YouTube channel, and you won't see them unless if you click the live tab on the top. Click the live tab on the top, and you can see all the shows that we've done over the past 5 years. You can look for specific guests. We have a ton of guests. You can search for guests of well-known YouTubers that you probably already know that have been on the show. You can search for companies. We have plenty of people that are representatives from Prima Luce Lab, Skywatcher, Celestron, Explore Scientific. So Astropalooza is a big thing that's coming up 3 months from this Saturday, I think. So that's a 7 or 8 hour live stream that we do every year with different guests. Yesterday I started building the guest list. So far it looks like Guido from Guido's Astro Forum is going to be on. Dylan O'Donnell is threatening to do a repeat. He
My
wants
man.
he wants Dylan's PP2 to come out.
Yes.
Um,
My
and-
man.
Yeah, so he told me to get close to as we get closer to no Thanksgiving. Let him know. But Astropalooza usually is the first Saturday in December, which is usually the same day as the Army Navy game.
Yeah.
So I'm flirting with doing it on the second Saturday in December.
It's all good. I can, you just don't worry. You'll just see me doing this.
Because I feel bad with
Uh-huh.
Eric. Just do that when they're making their own presentations. But
Yeah.
but oh yeah, exactly. And I always end off the Astropalooza with a shot of whiskey. So be
There you go.
and we do giveaways. We do lots of giveaways. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
So
But welcome aboard. Welcome to the community, the AstroWorld. Welcome to AstroWorld, welcome to the astrophotography community and astronomy. And enjoy yourself. Have fun learning all of this, and it's going to be a blast.
Yep.
So, but definitely just keep in touch with us. Come on the shows. Hop on Discord.
Yep.
It's all good.
Ask your questions. Remember? I won't even say what I was going to say.
Yeah, SEC. Yes, I am so psyched because I used to live in Tennessee and Mississippi, so I'll be back in SEC country. That'll be nice. It'll be so awesome.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
So awesome.
2 shits of bourbon. There you go. 2 shits of bourbon. I like the shits of bourbon. But no, I am a whiskey drinker.
God, roll Tide. God.
I'm an Irish whiskey drinker. I like my Redbreast. I like my Tullamore. I like my Paddy, and that's it. So bourbon's nice. A good bourbon's nice. I've had some really bad bourbons, but I like the brown. I like the brown whiskey. I like the brown liquor. But
there you go.
Anyway,
I want to go to Rocky Top, Tennessee. So anyway.
Oh my God!
All right,
it's time to go. I gotta eat. I'm dying here.
Yep.
So
he's got to eat. Yep. So it'll be interesting.
Everybody, great
guys.
night. Thanks, Eric, so much. Some way I got rid of this cold. I feel a lot better. I guess that's what happens when you get back in the saddle and do. I'm an adult technically. Oh yeah. Well, I am. Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago. Yeah, I love that movie. Probably Steve Mallier is going to yell at me saying the movie sucks, but anyway, have a great night, guys. Take care. Remember, the only dumb question is the one that isn't asked, and there's no stupid questions, only stupid people. And in that saying, have a great night. Take care. Remember, as always, to keep imaging, keep educating. Clear skies. We'll see you Friday night for some more giveaways and more. Oh, yeah, it's hump day. Hump day.
Yes.
Everybody, have a great night, everybody. Take care. And hold on a second.